Oh, it's good. It's good right now. Yeah. Or, I mean, sorry, it was. Hello. Yes, it is. Good Shabbos, everyone. We begin on page 142, but before we actually do, just wanted you to know ahead of time that it is tradition that during the Chagim we skip over Kabbalat Shabbat. So we're going to add Psalm 92 to sort of go into the service proper after we sing our opening song, but we start on 142 with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon, mi melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni l'shalom, malachei hashalom, Malachei Elyon, mi melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, mi melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You also may notice we are using the organ this evening. It has both been repaired, and we have Dr. Ralph Seelig in the building this evening. As it is Easter weekend, so Jeff McClelland is very busy. All right, we turn back to page 120, and it's my honor to invite up Miss Judy Ladin to light the Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you, Mr. For those who are able, we rise on page 123 for our Kiddush. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shambat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'asei v'reishit Ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zeichel yitziat Mitzrayim Ki banu bacharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shambat kodshecha be'ahava u'beratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashamat l'chaim.
Please be seated.
Oh, are we in this service? I just did it in the Shabbat.
Oh, okay. The top of page 127 we read together. There are days we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. At Shabbat we seek not to acquire but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act we care nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, and day of peace. We turn to page 140 with Mizmor Shir.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, עלי אסור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך רנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
And we are giving Ralph a second to get over the organ for Tzadi Katamar in the indented space right below that in the middle of 140.
Tzadik katamar yifrach, ke'erez malvanon yiskem, shetulim beveit Adonai, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינובון מסייבם, דשיינים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי, צורי ולא עוולת עמו.
The bottom of page 145 together. Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There is no place on earth without the presence. We stay right here for our Chetzi Kaddish 144.
יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבם, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam Ulalmei Almaya Yitmarach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudshah בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן מעלמה ואמרו אמן.
We rise together, 146. Oh man, he's singling it up.
Yai da 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 yai da da yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da 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 yai da da ברכו את אדוני המבורך ברוך אדוני המבורך המבורך לעולם ועד המבורך המבורך לעולם ועד.
Please be seated at the bottom of page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hamariv aravim.
Amen.
On the next page.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, עמך אהבת. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח מחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד, כי הם חיינו באורך ימינו, ובהם נהגה יומם בלילה, נהגה יומם בלילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam Beshivtecha beveitecha uvlechtecha baderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotavot beineinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeit yetchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet.
The bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be at one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Our Mi Chamocha on the next page.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, nora tehilot osei fele malchutecha ra'u vanecha bokei ayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam ze'elianu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed.
The bottom of page 161. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter. and the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Our Hashkivenu, something special, we might remind you of the high holidays, top of page 160.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom V'ha'amideinu Malkeinu Shomreinu L'chaim Uferos aleinu Sukat shelomecha V'takneinu be'itza tova milfanecha V'hoshienu leman shemecha.
The top of page 163. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. Vishamru 162.
V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
The middle of page 165. Prayer invites God's presence to suffuse our spirits, God's will to prevail in our lives. Prayer may not bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city. But prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, rebuild a weakened will. For those who are able, we rise together for Tefillah 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imaot U'Mevii Geula Livnei B'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated at the top of page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. We continue with our Ritzei on the next page.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu Be'amcha Yisrael U'tefilatam be'ahava tekamel U'tehil le'ratzon Tamid avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lechol Kore'av Penei Elavadecha Mechoneinu Shefoch Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezena Eineinu Meshuvcha LeTzion Berachamim Baruch atah Adonai Hamachazir Shechinato LeTzion LeTzion LeTzion.
Top of page 179. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. Make a temperate reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praise you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Betov meinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
We take a few moments for private prayer.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן.
At this point in our service, we think of those in our community, those especially who are in need of healing of body or spirit. Before I name members of our community, for those who are not aware, we have a pilot who is currently hopefully trying to be found. It was shot down, and all of our hearts as Americans goes out to those families. Is there an update? Still 1 for 2. Okay. Played for 2 that they're found and he's brought home. And we also think of Sandra Berman, Debbie Boggs, Kent Bricker, Rick Cosby, Jeff Cutler, Patsy Coe Densmore, Terry Lee Dill, Bree Friend, Vicky Goldstein, Sophia Barry Gordon, Katie James, Sherry Kirsch, David Kraselski, William Lehman, Rush Lishkoff, Virgil Luger, Michal Mizhowitz, Ron Ostreicher, Lex Overstegen, Sheila Parks, Chad Robinson, Lee Rogoff, Gary Schiff, Tyler Strassner, Alan Unger, and Brenda Weinstein. For those who are with us tonight, if you're thinking of a loved one or friend and you wish to share a name out loud, we invite you as my eyes meet yours or by rising. For those names mentioned out loud and for those names still in our hearts are Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, middle of page 371.
Mishem Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishem Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
It's truly special for me to be able to bless what I call Chef and Doc, the Goldsteins. And before I get really serious, I think I can start off with something funny, because the amount of emails that Alan has sent me throughout the past 7 years, I want to say 99.9% of them are the world's worst and greatest jokes at the same time. We're going to get to the tears, just so we can smile real quick. So I want to tell everyone the first time I met Sharon. It was during my interview back in October of 2018. We were having dinner with all of the past presidents. And I met a lot of people, and then in comes Sharon Goldstein, two-time presidential champion, by the way. You make your rounds, and before I said hello, Sharon said, "Ask me what I do." You don't remember? I do. And I said, "What?" She goes, "I cook. I feed the soul, and then you brought me your cookbook." So our relationship started off talking about food. In addition to being a remarkable teacher, we also have something special. We're both from the Midwest. Yes, you're from the state underneath my state. We won't mention it. But that state beat some other state in basketball last week, and I didn't post anything about it. But we developed such a friendship. And during my first year here, you were my rock and shield through so much transition and uncertainty. You stayed with it. You were committed to this institution, our education, our clergy, the high holidays. You've always been there for me. On top of that, you've added a lot of calories to my life. And anytime you make me something that tastes good, and every time I come and visit, I always end up leaving with something good at the same time. So you feed my soul in the best of ways. And Alan, I got to tell you, for the past, I want to say year and a half, allowing me to come over and wrap the tefillin with you and your beautiful tefillin set that you got as a bar mitzvah boy. It's so precious to me. And you allowing me to go into this realm as I wrap it around your gentle arm and finding the oneness of God in our life during so much uncertainty with regard to your health. And I think the world of you too. And so here's how I want to frame my blessing. The mystics tell us that when a baby boy is born and when a baby girl is born, as long as they live worthy and good lives, they're destined to find each other. And two people from Ohio, a teacher, a brilliant physician, and also, for those who don't know, in 2004, Major Alan Goldstein was stationed in Vietnam on a ship who had to see the worst of the worst. But they found a life together, and they decided to take a leap of faith, and they came to Birmingham to start your practice. And you both have lived meaningful and beautiful lives, and that's why you're here celebrating 60 years. At the end of a wedding benediction, I don't care about the wedding. I care about the marriage. And I tell, under the chuppah, I said that your love for one another is unique. You got to cherish it, you have to protect it, and you have to celebrate it for the rest of your lives. Because when you're standing underneath that chuppah, the chuppah it's not tangible. It's supposed to be like a sukkah. You're supposed to fortify your home together. And you did it with pain and joy. You kept on going. Service, dedication, love of Judaism, love of community. So I thought, what can I do for such a remarkable family? And I'm so thrilled to see so many, your daughter, that's a positive, and grandchildren. But I want to do something different. I want to fortify your chuppah. So I'm not going to bring you in front of the ark. We're going to change things up. It's okay. So I'm going to ask if you can, or you can sit. It's okay. I sat at my wedding. I passed out. That's another time. I want you to stand if you can, and I want everyone who's close to this family, and I want you to come and put my talit gadol over them. And this is 60 years of fortification. Okay? This is how I want to do it. 60 years of strength, of blessings, everything you guys have overcome. And this is one of my proudest moments as a friend and as a rabbi. So, all you guys over there, I know who you are, who come, stand, and fortify this chuppah for them as we bless them.
Mi adir al hakol, mi baruch al hakol, mi gadol al hakol. וחתן, חתן וחלה, יברך חתן וחלה. יישר כוח. מזל טוב.
Watch this. A great way to ruin a beautiful moment is to do our 7th annual Omer game. Okay, so I shall explain for any newbies. The second Seder, we traditionally count the Omer. 49 days later, we get Torah, Shavuos. We have a good blintz. So every night it's a mitzvah to count the Omer. And in Reform Judaism, this is something that we, frankly, never do. So in San Diego, we did it then, and I said, what a great way to teach by counting the Omer. So last night was the second night Seder, and what number do we read? 1. You guys are crushing it. Okay. But you guys are going to know what the Omer is, moving, Shiva barley that was brought to temple times, 49 years later, we get the Omer. That's what an Omer is, okay? So you guys know what it is, okay? Now, what number do you think we'll be on tonight? You got, fantastic. Ralph, how we doing? You're emeritus professor at Fairleigh Dickinson, chair of the math department. Is it just like linear algebra? Okay. That's monkey math. Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell you the answer is it's something with 2, and you're going to tell me what it is, and it's trivia. Okay? It's trivia. So I like to start off with some basic ones. Second state in our union. That's actually, I think it might be is it a Commonwealth? Pennsylvania, Andrew Sperling. Okay, this is an easy one. Someone I loved, great biography. Who was the second president of the United States of America? John Adams. What was his job before he was president? The lawyer, wasn't he? No, he had a job. He was the vice president. And John Adams said famously that the vice presidency is the most useless job that the world has ever created. But here's on a side note, I get to do this. It's okay. Rabbi Miller said I could go off my tangents. I go on tangents. He had to procure funds for the American Revolution, and he had to go to Amsterdam in his biography, and he hated the climate. He hated it. He couldn't stand it, but he loved being with Dutch Jews because he felt that they were the Enlightenment, the deep conversations, the philosophies, and in a town outside Boston, they tried to pass a law banning Jews, not allowing to live there. And it was John Quincy Adams who took the case because of the fondness that John Adams had for the Jewish people. So I'm a big John Adams guy. Okay. On the second day of creation, what did God do? This is a tough one, because I forget 99.9% of the time. Second day of creating the world, in the book of Bereshit, of creation, what did God do on the second day? Separated the waters. I'll give Sperling, I'm going to give you that to you. Okay. Okay, what is the second planet from the sun? Oh, who got that? Was that Dr. Gordon? Look at you just. Okay. I got really into this because it's my final Omer time with you guys. So, what do you guys think is the second most common letter used in the English language? That's not a bad guess. Who said T? Bobby-Wan Kenobi got it. T is the second most used. Don't ask me what I went the first one. I wasn't looking at one clues. Okay. Is it E? Do you think so? Okay. Periodic table. What's 2? Oh, look at you guys are okay. This was a bit of a debate because it's who's one of the best Alabama players to wear number 2. I don't know who that is. Running back, another running back. The Derrick Henry is considered the best player to wear number 2. Did Jalen Hurts wear number 2 when he was a backup? Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to give you a last one. Who is the second king of Israel? And here are the clues. He was charming, handsome, and had red hair. King David, you guys got it. Okay, for those who are able, we rise together as we count the Omer 570.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer.
Hayom Shnei Yomim LaOmer. Today is the second day of the Omer. Remain standing. Aleinu 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. On this Shabbat, we recall those who've passed away in these Shloshim: Jonathan David Fratkin, Alexandra Kivowitz, and Mitzi Berman Goldstein. On this Shabbat, we also recall the yortzites of Arnold Abelson, Bernice Barstein, Emily Bearchuk, Edith Besser, Frida Bluestein, Joel David Kipborski, William Bromberg, Eldred Chiffins, Lawrence Clausen, Emmanuel Copeland, Stan Dyer, Fanny Engel, Alex Epstein, Aaron Green, Ida Harris, Trevor Hartman, Bretta Herman, Leonard Jacobs, Joan Jacobson, Joan Kahn, Karen Kernan, Saul Kretsky, Ralph Levine, Abner Lichtenstein, Benjamin Litvin, Morton Mitnick, Esther Pivo, Elizabeth Rubin, Samuel Rubenstein, Thomas Andrew Sanson, Bruce Schlechter, Sarah Schneiderkraut, Mitchell Schneiderkraut, Carolyn Silverman, Carol Solomon, Jacob Max Solomon, Alan Sarvery, Ray Stein, Israel Wald, William Wasserman, Marjorie Wertheimer, and Abraham Yannock. May all their memories forever be a blessing. If it is your custom to rise for a Morris Kaddish, we invite you to do so as we turn to page 598. Yikadal v'ikadash shemei rabbah, bi'alma divrach chilutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei nechol beit Yisrael, b'galal v'zman kariv v'imru.
Amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei kudsha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen.
And we conclude with a classic God of Might 666. 666, Gary, 666.
God of might, God of right, thee we give all glory, thine all praise in these days as in ages hoary. When we hear year by year freedom's wondrous story, now as erst when thou first made the proclamation, warning loud every proud, every tyrant nation, we thy fame still proclaim, bowed in adoration.
You don't want to do the last part?
He decided it was over. I don't know.
Okay. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Mazel tov to our bride and groom. Rabbi.